And welcome to the craft room for today's live stream. Today I'm working on a couple of different pieces of jewelry, and one of them is this half Persian 3-in-1 fused glass bauble that I don't know, I'm just trying to make some stuff with some of the different things that are here on my desk, and I was hoping that we could hang out and chit chat, and hopefully I can be helpful to you. So with that in mind, I'm going to go ahead and try to get everything pulled up. Let me see. Getting it set to where it's on all messages instead of just top messages. There we go. Ooh, somebody already tickled my like button. I appreciate that. All right. Hey, Lita, how are you doing today? So, also, y'all are going to be the first to know, hey, Barbie, I just got these cabochons listed up on the website, as well as these cabochons that are actually going to be in this coming Tuesday's craft along project tutorial. So yeah, I'm excited that those are up on the website, hopefully to be able to find their new homes. And this is the project, this little like bead frame with the wire wrapping. I'm going to show you guys how to make a star pattern, but also we can do a triangle, we can do a square, we can do like, what's an 8-pointed star? Like you can kind of do this however much you want, really. Hey Erica, how are you doing today? And then happy Friday, Barbie. So we're just gonna twist this around, come down like this. So in this month's craft along project, like craft along kit, we're sending out, which the video for it is coming out this coming Tuesday. We're using 26 gauge wire. Why is it backwards? I'm sorry it's backwards. I don't know how to make it not be backwards. But it's 26 gauge parawire. Bored as Heck Crafts. Hey, that's a Georgia homestead, isn't it? Well, hey, Lewis, how's it going? But yeah, so I've got a bunch of these size 11 beads strung onto our 26 gauge wire. And y'all check out one of these dichroic glass. Like how this is some of the new dichroic glass that we made for September's craft along kits. And the video for how we made them is going to be coming out on Tuesday too. But I'm really, really pleased with them because it's kind of a little bit of a... Remember whenever this is from a long time ago, so I won't be surprised if you don't recall. But remember when I did like a Sally from The Nightmare Before Christmas polymer clay cabochon? It's very similar to that, but done with fused glass instead of with polymer clay, and I'm really excited about that. Hey, Peaceful, how's it going? Yes, I have my first video out, says Bored as Heck Crafts. Right on. Well, we'll have to go check that out. Lita says it rained so bad at our last market. I'm having to recard all of my earrings and necklaces. Oh, Lita, that sucks. But that reminds me, I need to find shark skin tags because we're out of tags for in our booth. But I use something, it's Shark Skin brand. It says jewelry repair and identification tags, but I guess for if you do like fine jewelry or something. But I like the right ones. I don't use their pen. I use a little, one of these pens with it. But I'm going to have to get a link made of that and send it to Randy so he can order some because we were completely out of tags. Ooh, ooh, ooh. But so that sucks, but thank you because that reminded me that I needed tags too, Lita. Oh, well, I hope. Was it a good weekend at least? I mean, it's hard to have a good weekend when it's raining cats and dogs like that. So, you finally listed my pendant. Box that puppy up. So excited. Oh, Barbie, that pleases me immensely. Finally got it listed. I really am quite bad at doing all those business end of the things that I feel like I should probably be better at by now. But I had to do that too. My bracelet boxes got wet and molded and fell apart. Oh no. I need one that holds the chain. Gotcha. Hmm. I don't know. Have you seen that shower curtain hack that I've seen people do where on your Easy Up, it's like you put the shower curtain, like a clear shower, unused shower curtain. That way it's all nice and transparent, but it keeps the rain off. I think we're gonna add that to our, if we do any outdoor markets, I think we're gonna add that to our setup. Okay, so I'm using one of the dichroic glass cabochons that we made for this month, and I want enough glass beads. These are size 11 seed beads, which come in the kit as well in a cute little bottle. I want the loop to be large enough to go around the perimeter of our stone. But hey, Bella Ann, how's it going? But I do want to leave just a little bit of space, like maybe like a quarter of an inch maximum, that does not have. I completely just lost my train of thought. What were we talking about? um, so leaving just a little bit of space. Bored as Heck says we bought sides with windows in them. Tent sides are designed to oh no, my brain's mush. Like the brain fog is real. Uh but it's been a long day already, if I can make some excuses for myself. All right. Well, good thing I already recorded the tutorial on this. Let's see. We bought sides with windows in them. Tent sides are designed to fit the standard tents, not very expensive. Right on. The video that I'm thinking of, let me see if I can pull it up, and we're just gonna watch some TikToks together until my brain's not soup anymore. Though I'm low-key convinced it's because I've probably spent too much time scrolling already today that my last two brain cells are just conked out. Shower curtain craft show hack. I don't want to hear about it from an AI. Show me on Facebook. Okay, so here it is, you guys. I'm gonna flip this around. Behold, the Facebook. Okay, we're gonna jump ahead. Is this the one? Yeah, see? Okay, so the water's falling on the shower curtain, but she just put the shower curtain. Can you even see? She put the shower curtain on the front of her thing, and it makes it to where it doesn't get wet. This was the worst example of screen capture that I could ever provide to you, but here we are. Oh, and then it's just scrolling on to the next thing without me. Ooh, gotta go get some ice cream. Right on. Wow, that's amazing. Okay, so I think, yeah, so we have our cabochon, 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 cabochon. I'm going to give myself quite a bit of tail, and we have our wire here, and we're just going to go once, twice, and thrice around like the 8mm segment of our right on. You have a good day. Good luck with everything you're doing. And I'm just twisting this around. 1, 2, and 3. So we did 3 twists around here and then 3 twists around on this wire. Hey Lydia, how's it going? Hey Stephanie says, hey, I finally found your live. Are you just now starting? We're just now starting. And then I'm going to bend this at a right angle. So Stephanie, did you get my email? I think I replied to you today. I hope I replied. I did in my head at the very least, but it was in regards to the grid walls. For our booth at DragonCon, you had asked what a 3-corner was. Wait, I don't think it was an email. I think it was just a comment on YouTube. So now we have all these seed beads. I strung them before the live even started because I didn't want you guys to have to watch me struggling. No, probably not an email, just a YouTube comment. Again, brain is mush. But you were asking about the grid walls that we had set up for Dragon Con. And, oops, I didn't know. I can't even put my password in correctly, you guys. Send help. Okay, yes. So we have, where did it even go? Here it is. Okay, so this is our booth setup for whenever we have our 10 by 20. And so these are our 6-foot tables. This is our garment rack, but this is what we call a 3-corner. And what's going on is we've got a little bit of grid wall, like a 2-foot by 8-foot section here, a 2-foot by 8-foot section here, and then a 2-foot by 8-foot section protruding out this way. And we do another one exactly this way. There's a grid, there's a grid, there's a grid. And we have them connected with these like grid corner pieces that provide some structural support. Yeah, the live stream, like I think we started 8-10 minutes ago. I don't know. Time's a construct. I'm just here. And we use the curve bars and the grid corners to provide structure. And then we put a horizontal piece between here and then a horizontal piece between here. And let me see if I have a picture of our booth. I thought that we did, but I can't find it. But if you see our booth, it's those if you see our booth in pictures online, it's those horizontal pieces are what we have our mannequins hanging from, and that's what we like attach our signage and stuff to and all the valances. But that way we can like go in behind, and we've got about 2 feet of depth like of backstock space where we keep the extra gridware stuff and empty hangers, and it's where I go to eat sandwiches so people don't have to watch me eat, because otherwise I'll like just make direct eye contact with strangers while eating my sandwiches. And so it works out pretty well, but I like doing that because it's nice and stable. It feels a little bit more stable than used to. We just did a corner and like built it towards the front a little bit more. So right on, Stephanie. Oh, Lita Lee says, I'm packing up my Challenger for the event this weekend. The truck gave out on us. Oh, that sucks. Oh my gosh. I've been searching for it. This is Stephanie. Gotcha. All right. We're back to here. We've got that little right angle bend. We've got enough beads on here. And I'm going to flip this around because it really seems like the only way that's going to make any sense. But I put in all this effort to look cute for you guys today. I wanted to be on camera at least a little bit to justify the mascara, if you know what I mean. Like, so we're going to get this brought around here. It's always fun. I love getting dressed up for the live streams. Like, and I know y'all can't smell me, but I put on like perfume and everything. Like, I make it fun for me because I figure that way, even if nobody shows up, I still had a good time. Oh, Lydia says, any extra tables you carry, is there a charge? At Dragon Con, where depending on if you get a table or a booth, you'll be provided with either a 6-foot table or a 6-foot table for your like table or booth, if that makes sense. So like we get 2 10 by 10s, so we get 2 8-foot tables. But if you watched our recent, so do you see how there's a little bit of a gap? There's not enough beads to go all the way around. We actually want that because that's going to give us space for our wire to go. And now I'm going to wrap just twice around the neck of this thing, and I'm going to take the tail of our wire and I'm going to sew it through the very center of our bail. If you give me just a sec, I can pull up one of our other videos and I can show you like exactly what we do with their tables. But we just stick one of Dragon Con's 8 foot tables behind our table in that kind of like backstock area that's on what I call Randy's end of the booth. Okay, so if you're wrapping along with me, get yourself up to that stage. We are gonna find this vidya. Yeah, it was our Back from Slaying the Dragon shop update video. Woo! I guess I can loosen the tripod. But yeah, this is last week's, or was it this week? Was this from this Monday? Oh boy. Okay, we're skipping ahead. Okay, so here you can see, girl, pause. Calm down, Vonnie. Like we've got some of our grid corners going. What am I even talking about? All right. Oh, this is hard to navigate. What? All right, so there you can see that's one of the grids put on the horizontal, and it creates this little bit of like backspace area or backstock area behind our booth. You can see I've got extra stuff hanging, like right here. We've got, this is Randy's end of the booth. The jewelry, like he basically takes care of everything. So these are two of our 6 foot tables, and we brought one 4 foot table. That way he's got a place to put like the inventory bins and stuff. But back here, we've got one of their 8 foot tables, and that's what I wrap the dragon heads on. That's kind of like our wrapping station. So there's a better image of that. You can see it takes up that whole intersection, but it's just really nice. And then whenever we've got all the valances on, let's see, that was us staging the valances. Whenever we've got them all on, that table is kind of like hidden back there, and it really makes the booth look so much sharper, I think, to have all of our junk, like our, necessary to function, but it just looks kind of junky because it's boxes of, thank you bags for whenever we make a sale, or spools of, you can't see, but there's a big old pile and spools of bubble wrap there behind the valance and the grid walls. So we're actually unwrapping one of the dragon heads. Do 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 do. But let's see. So yeah, there you can see a little bit of the table. I was making the straps for all of those scale shoulders that Randy had done such a good job making, but I needed to do my part. So you can see there's Amy's legs in kind of, I call it my break room. Because I'll go back there, and that's where I'll redress mannequins and just do things so that I'm out of the way of shopping customers. Because that's my goal. My goal, you guys, is to seem like a professional, because you got to fake it till you make it, quite frankly. So yeah, so that's to answer your question. We bring two of our own 6 foot tables and a 4 foot table, but Dragon Con and most of the conventions actually that we do are pretty standard about providing a table with the 10 by 10 booth. Like you usually get a table and 2 chairs. Now the vending event that we have upcoming, this moth market, which I'm so excited about, I'm a little worried that we're probably not going to make a single sale, but I'm going to get to see dance performances by the troupe that I'm studying at their studio, so I'm really excited about that. But it's the Moth Market in Springfield, Missouri on October 18th. I don't know if they're going to have tables or chairs. And Randy and I's go-to strategy when there's any sort of uncertainty, because I have emailed them, but I've not heard back, we just make sure that we're self-sufficient. So we always, even at Dragon Con, where we know that they provide tables, we always bring our own tables. Now we know that they provide chairs, so we don't bring chairs to Dragon, but we are bringing our director chairs, which are they're like super comfy. They make you be like almost standing height when you're sitting in them. And so we'll just set them up and just sit in them. And that way we're not having to like get up and greet every single person. It helps keep it way more casual. But we're still able to like make eye contact and be friendly. And it's got like my little pop out we'll do another booth tour after the moth market. And that way y'all can see what our little booth setup, just our 10 by 10 is. Um, Oh, thank you, Brenda. Brenda says the lights behind the green shears makes your booth look so pretty. Thank you. They put us in such a nice spot at Dragon Con. I really wanted to make the most of it, really, because it's like you got to bring your best vibes. You know, this is our only life. This is not a dress rehearsal. You know, I like to do stuff like I mean to do well at it because all I can do is my best. And fairy lights make me feel like I'm doing my best. I'm gonna be on like fairy lights, fairy lights, fairy lights. I like fairy lights. It's okay. It's not a problem at all because Randy's very understanding. Um, but I love it, quite frankly. Okay, that market sounds so cool. It does, Stephanie. Like I'm excited about it. If it's either gonna go great or it's gonna be terrible, so we'll see. Oh, Andrea says that both look so awesome and professional. A true testament to how you've come since you started. A true inspiration to us all. Shit, Andrea, you're such a sweetie. It's truly, yo, I bet I can find it. We had Facebook up just a second ago. I'll pull up Facebook again. Because our booth has come a very long way. We've always tried our best. Our best has not always been this good, and that's all right. How do I find my own pictures? Ah, geez. Is it under about or more? Photos. Can I sort them by oldest? No, of course not. So we're just gonna keep scrolling for a minute while it loads pictures. But thank you. That really means a lot to me. It's been like an evolution, like a dance that Randy and I have evolved since 2008. Because there's this thing that we do when we're like specifically, I'm thinking of whenever we're folding our table covers because it just gets crumbs, whether it's glitter or like cosplay parts from like customers or like just like I don't know, it just gets a little cruddy and crummy um whenever we vend for a full week or a full weekend. And so Randy and I like will pick up opposite ends of the table cover, like at the corners of the table, because I like hand sewed it to get it to fit. um and then we'll pick it up and we'll like like we'll shake it and then move it so it's out of the way like a matador or something. And oh, there's our old Sam dog. I love these pictures scrolling through. And then we'll fold it and we're like usually in like unison in time with each other because we've had practice. And then whenever we do the last fold, we squish it between our tummies and we go mwah. We give each other a kiss. That way, like whenever we fold tarps, we do that too. Oh, now that's a good one. Okay, sorry, I'm just ooh, our old booth setups. That is fun. I'm opening them all in new tabs so I can show you. Oh, that was a very good weekend. Oh, I love Randy. I love his little face. Okay, how do we see? Oh, that's a bunch of naked mannequins. Um, we're getting closer, you guys. I'm scrolling. Hey, Bob, how's it going? So, MothCon, is it like a dragon? Um, oh, well, thank you. We're gonna do our best because that's all we can do. Moth Market is not like Dragon Con. Um, like it's not a fandom convention. It's more of like an oddities expo or a curiosities market, if that makes sense. My goodness, I have uploaded a lot of pictures to our Facebook page. I'm still scrolling, you guys. We got to be getting close. Wow. I mean, it's just my life's work. I do love getting to see it all laid out in a grid of pictures of jewelry. Like, there's that necklace I made out of hazelnuts. We got to be getting close to it. It's been like at least a week since I showed you guys these pictures. So, I'm still scrolling. Still trying to find it. We'll get there. And if it's not there, I'll just cry in your face. It might be under my personal account, but I can't be scrolling through all that too. Still scrolling. That's the bracelet that broke me. Oh, my Lanta. Oh, I don't have the pictures from the Southern Weekend of Art, though. That'd have been cool. That was like one of our first outdoor setups. I don't have the pictures of the very first setup. Those are going to be under my personal page. But I can still show you this one. So like here you can see this was at the Maple Leaf back in 2016, you guys. So we had just made some of our pendant flats. We had our bracelet humps still. Like, let me zoom out. So yeah, we didn't have anything behind us for we just had the earrings. We've got 3 of those displays now. But, and then Randy had made me all of these like shield things. That was an okay weekend. Like, one day vending event, not so bad. Now this one, this was back when we did henna. We've got our elf ears. We were carrying, like, our wire elf ears. We were carrying the latex prosthetic elf ears from Eridani Studios. This is before we had any sort of lighting up. But do you see how with a lack of valence and also like these lights? Oh, but we were using our grid to help extend this. I think we actually put up on our neighbor's grid. They had offered that because that's a 6 foot and this is our 8 foot. By not having the valences, it doesn't give much of a substantial backdrop, like at all. But here you can see with the nice solid color of the wall. Gosh, this was IzumiCon in 2015, you guys. We've been doing this for a minute. We were selling Pocky. Like, if it's a really slow show, we'll go to a local Walmart and buy Pocky and like put it out and sell it for like $1 a piece or something or however much just to be selling something. But it did pretty good. This is before we were doing any sort of tie-dye and stuff. But yeah, that was kind of I really liked those 3D displays. Am I able to zoom in on this? Barely, but I really liked those that we had gotten at Fire Mountain Gems, but they dented so much that it was very difficult to keep them nice. And then this one is at AnimeCon Arkansas in 2015. So we were trying, we'd put like little bits of table cover, like sheets up on the back. I really loved that one. The little fairy outfits and stuff. Oh, I want to make stuff again. This is apparent. Wow, we've been using these the wooden ones for a while. But I loved it. We don't put stuff down low on the tables anymore. Just people have gotten a little too blasé about just stealing. So we figure we'll make it a little harder for people to steal. So get our stuff up off the table. But let's see. I bet I'll be able to find, if I can figure out how to use Facebook. Beep boop. How do I find my own photos? There we go. Now I get to scroll through the past like almost 20 years of pictures on Facebook. Though I wonder, can I sort these by oldest? No, I'm just gonna keep scrolling. Let's see. I'm missing. Hey Ingrid. Hey Amber. How are y'all doing today? Oh, Lydia, you're so kind to us. Yeah, an Oddity Expo. It's pretty cool stuff. Like, I'm excited. I think it'll be a good thing. I mean, I hope. That's why, I mean, it was only a $60 booth fee. So, and it's only an hour away. So, I mean, we're not gambling too hard with our livelihood here, but it would really be amazing if it could go very well. And so, as soon as I find this picture of our very first booth setup on Facebook, then I'll get to work because I'm kind of nervous prepping for it. Did y'all see how this, ooh, did I pass it? No, I didn't pass it. There's Randy. Oh, and there's our little hazel dog. Okay, I can just, oh, there's the Southern Weekend of Art. I will open all of these pictures in another, oh, and then there's that one. I found the pictures, you guys. Oh, I think those are pictures from Maddie's, like, first birthday. What a cutie patootie. And I found them. And then a picture of Ember Cat, just because. Oh, I haven't looked through these pictures in ages. Okay. Okay. So this is how the thing we were sculpting, I think, last week came out. I'm okay. Fighting a toothache. Oh no. Hey Kay. Oh, I hope you've got like some Oragel or medicine or something. Toothaches are terrible. It hurts my teeth just thinking. Kay says, "Hey Vaughn and Randy, happy Friday." Hey Kay, how are you doing? I'm gonna use our super high tech screen capture technology of just flipping this around again. Okay, so this is at Southern Weekend of Art. Okay, let's see. So first off, look at Ember. Oh, and I've got that same desk over right behind me. This was from, I was making these turquoise wire wrap pieces from my very first order from Fire Mountain Gems. Ember was still basically a kitten. And so that's Randy's butt. This was our very first booth setup, you guys. Um, November 12th, 2008, it looks like. That's wild. But so there's that necklace that Ember and I were making. But we wanted our display to look, I didn't feel a lot of confidence in my jewelry there at the beginning. He was putting his butt in every single picture, you guys. That's the money box that he accidentally gave me a black eye with. It was purely accidental, but also we kept that money box until it like its hinges broke because we were like, it was good luck. But we wanted to make sure that the booth looked good, so we tried to get, good displays, but it's still everything was still kind of just laying on the table. There's my Randy. And I was experimenting with like some different crocheted stuff, and we still have those earring displays, and we just had the pendants laying out flat on a bit of like velvet board like that. But and y'all, I was selling, where are they? There are, most of the stuff on this table was like $5. And we still did so well that weekend. Like, I couldn't believe it. Then this was the booth set up at Christmas in Lynchburg, which was the second show we ever did. So we started doing some pyrography boxes and still just using those same displays from Fire Mountain Gems. Yeah, these macrame necklaces and stuff that I have right here, $5 a piece. I cannot believe I was charged so little, but I mean, we did what we felt we needed to do. This was the spring craft show at the Lincoln County High School, March of 2009. So we had started again, like underneath right here to elevate these two pieces. I used one of those wooden, I think we had gotten it from like a dollar store or Walmart, but it's supposed to go like over the back of your kitchen sink, but it elevated it up and it had some hollow space in there. So we were able to like hide, scissors and other things. Those were $1 stretchy chip bracelets. But still, we all start somewhere. And then more of that booth set up, that spring craft show. I do love making jewelry. I loved it ever since the very first piece. I still have that plaque. I still have that plaque. Ah! And that mannequin. Her name's Miss Naked. But yeah, that was our whole booth. I don't think that looks bad. I think we sold like $50 that weekend, but that's fine. This was the Southern Weekend of Art, and this is a 12 by 12 canopy. And so we were able to put two full 6-foot tables along the frontage. And I started to feel like we were really coming along. This was the craft show that uh, any there were some family members who showed up and were like, well, when are you going to get a real job? And that's fine. There's my Randy. Um, but yeah, and I was trying to sell belly dance outfits in a small town, which got a lot of raised eyebrows, but shimmy got a shimmy. But I really liked these bars better than these ones, though we were able to display like strung bead necklaces on those ones also. Kay says, I have Fire Mountain Gems displays in black from 2012-ish. They're good. They didn't hold up through us cramming them in totes. Like if we were to ever have let me slow down. If we were to ever have a brick and mortar store, I would 100% reinvest in these leatherette. They looked so sharp. They made everything on them look good and high end. And so, yeah, I do that again. But they do not hold up well to being crammed into a tote, stuffed into a van, and left in the heat for like anywhere from 12 hours to 6 months, depending on where I'm storing the tote. So they just did not hold up as well as what I wanted them to. So after uh, 6 years, we ended up making our own wooden ones, which worked out. It worked out wonderfully. So that's okay. All right, let's see. I don't want to miss any. Ooh, Amber says I need to have 3 pulled. I'm super anxious about it. Oh, I bet your dentist is a real professional and they'll take good care of you and you'll be feeling like yourself again in no time. But ooh. I love watching older videos. You've gotten even more mature in your ways and looks, but still carry that down-to-earth personality, making us all smile and feel at home. Well, that's very kind of you to say. I mean, we've been doing this for almost a decade just on YouTube. So I got more smile lines than I used to, but I've been investing in them. And so I'm perfectly good with that. I couldn't work a whole day once, but my torty butt was napping on my workbench. What? Your torty butt? Oh, I love the leaf bracelet displays too, you guys. All right, getting this. Yeah, we're going to get this flipped back around. And we're going to come down here and we're going to do some more wire wrapping. But yeah, this is how that polymer clay piece came out after it's been varnished and everything. So it's ready to have the rest of the necklace made and added to it. I decided not to make a body chain out of this one because I really think it just looks a whole lot better as a necklace. So that was a lot of fun to work with in one of our other live streams with y'all. Love that imprint of the leaf there. And then I had even made some matching earrings to go with it. Who's excited about the camp along? Peace Wolf says not crafting related, but camping. Does anyone know of a good 50 amp to 120 volt adapter? I actually had this pulled up not too long ago. So let me see if I can find it for you. Now, I hope it's a good one because it's the one that I'm getting, or the one that I've gotten. And I've just posted that into chat for you, Peace Wolf. Ah, hey, Pernil. Oh my God, must be 60 years since I caught you live. It has been ages. How have you been? But no, I'm super excited about the camp along. Like, I cannot wait. Our friend Pam, who's going to be there with us again this year, is coming over to talk gear and menu and stuff tomorrow, I think. Okay, so since we've got these gaps, we'll kind of want to plan where our gaps are going to be going. And so I'm going to come down and I want one right here. Oh, I feel as though I've made too much of a gap. Do what, honey? Oh, it does? Okay. Well, Randy's clicking the link on his computer and it's working. So I wonder if there's a difference between clicking it on a computer and on a mobile device, Lydia. So we could make a star pattern, or we could come through and I just want to do like a little, I'm going to skip 3 beads and then come over, skip 3 beads, come over, skip 3 beads, come over, skip 3 beads, come over. Like, see how that's kind of, but it uses up that empty space in between the beads really quickly. And come over, skip 3 beads, whoop. And I make sure to not use like super expensive or fancy seed beads for this, because sometimes you just gotta get in there and bust one of them. That way your wire fits. Skip 3 beads. Whoop. There we go. And this is a really great way to do like kind of messy, kind of mushy. I mean, it's not coming out very well. So let's start over. Hey, Get, how's it going? Guys, I posted in the Facebook group. If you didn't see it, I just canceled my camping spot because I can't go. Oh no, so somebody can scoop it up if they want. Right on. What camping spot did you have? Oh, Steffi, we're gonna miss you. I was looking forward to getting to meet you, but I understand. But had net issues. Oh, okay. So sometimes when things just aren't going on a project the way that you want them to, we can just snip and start over. And so I'm going to try to transfer all of these beads from one wire to the next one. That's not working. We're just going to pull all of them off. Oh, catty corner across from us? Okay. Well, I hope somebody snags it, because I bet that's a good spot. I've got fingers crossed, hoping for nice weather. Uh-oh, lost a bead. Yeah, I really want to go, but my bills won't let me. Oh, I understand that. I understand that a bunch. Y'all, I do gotta say, things went so well at Dragon Con, but we've just about already spent all the money that we made there. But I did want to, just because I think y'all can celebrate with me, Randy and I are debt free again. We took a big old chunk of what we made at Dragon Con and we went and we paid off the rest of the car note that we owed on our minivan. And I'd rather be broke than in debt. So we're excited, like we're so excited to have taken that step into being debt free again. So it was a big old chunk, but that's one less bill every month. So, thank you, Erika. Whimsical Intentions is super excited about the camping trip. Are you coming camping with us? Pernille says, I'm good. Moved into the cutest little house. Very small, but very cute. Right on. Small houses are easier to clean. I do believe. Okay, there's a little bit of a thing stuck in there. Oh, Stephanie says, I'm so happy for you. I'm drowning in debt. Oh, goodness. You know, we followed the Dave Ramsey and, you know, a lot of that stuff. And it took us years and years. And then we had gotten out of debt. But then, you know, our van died and, you know, gosh, you know, whenever the first time we bought a used van, it was $10,000, you know, to get, a 15-year-old vehicle. Not if you stuff them to the roof with stuff. Okay, that's a fair point, Pernille. But, and then, you know, it was, 2021? Whenever we, you know, had to, no, it was 2020. No, what was it? I don't know when it was. But it was $20,000 to buy an even older van than what we had had before. So, boo. Good to hear about taking care of your debt. It does take away a lot of stress. I'm hoping so. Because we're pretty settled in on, you know, we used to have, and we still do, in the corners of our hearts. Oop, bumping into the tripod. We had these dreams of buying land and being able to move back to where our family is in Tennessee, and, you know, having our farm and our orchard, and, you know, that Randy and I both always dreamed of. And we were kind of on our way, but, you know, life happens. You know, sometimes you just got to roll with the punches and sail on stormy seas and just try to get through. But we're coming to terms with this house that we're in may very well be our forever home, which is not a bad place to be. I mean, it's paid for, it's in our name, it's sinking into the ground slowly in two different directions, but it's ours. you know, it's our mess to get to deal with. And that frees us up for hopefully one, you know, just being able to take it a little easier and save for, like, we're already saving up for, we might need dentures one day, you know, just little things like that. So, you know, and we're making the best of where we're at right now too. So it's, I had told myself, I was like, what if this was the last year that we got to be in this house? Um, Ooh, Barbie says, is the camping area handicapped accessible? Like, will I be able to navigate in my wheelchair? We're in the RV area. Let me send you the link. Have you gotten the newsletter, Barbie? With the, there's all sorts of information that has links and stuff to where you can, you know, book the campsites. You can see exactly where our campsite is, you know, and where the potluck and stuff will be hosted. So it's, I hesitate to guarantee that it's accessible, but it's certainly more accessible than places we've stayed in the past. Um, and if you've got one of those fancy off-roading wheelchairs that's got like the big wheels and like a motor, then you'd probably be all right. But I had thought about it and I was like, if this was my, if we were to move into our dream home, you know, with all the land and everything next year, not that that's going to happen, but I was just, you know, practicing the hypothetical. You know, what would I have wished that I had done here at this house? And so I've really poured just my heart and soul and every bit of spare moment that I can into the garden so that this year I've gotten to have um, my dream garden at this house. And so now, you know, that's just a thing that sometimes it's not about where we're at, it's about what we're putting into it, if that makes sense. And so I just wanted to not miss the opportunity to give where I'm at right now my complete and total all. Okay. Have you signed up for our free newsletter, Barbie? Because I'm pretty sure we've got you in there. If you could send me an email, Barbie, I hate to be difficult, but if you could send me an email, I'll make sure that we have you signed up and I'll get you sent off uh, another newsletter. But yeah, I wanted to give it my all this year, and Randy's really accommodating of that. So, you know, he helps me with everything. Like he was out there helping me mow earlier today. Okay, so here we've got enough beads to go around the perimeter. If you don't have dreams, you can't achieve them. Yeah. Oh, bloom where you're planted. I love that, Kay. And a lot of it is, you know, we're practicing for, you know, our dream home, and it's, you know, practice like how you want to perform. Right on, Barbie. It's, be sure to check your spam folder, because I sent it out to everybody, even inactive emails. But we'll try to get it sorted, that way we can get it figured out. But I told myself, as like, if I can't run a type chip on just a quarter of an acre, I don't know what I think, you know, what I even think I'm going to be able to pull off on 2 acres or 20 acres or, you know, anything. So I needed to prove to myself that I can handle the workload of, you know, micromanaging a mini farm, even with, you know, our YouTube schedule and different things. So coming around this way. Which one do I want to come to next? I'm going to come around to this way. And you can see that it already got like so cramped up. And so I always put in like a sacrificial bead. Or 5. Wait, that's not the one. I like using my crimp pliers for smashing them. I don't know why, but it just works better. So we'll just bring that around, and then we'll bring that around. And then I think we come this way, and then we'll go in right there. Boom. So that's a very odd and lumpy star, but that's okay. It might be a little early for some folks, but it's never too early to start making Christmas gifts. And these are fantastic Christmas tree ornaments, I think. And that's my favorite thing to give people, especially now that we're adults and it's, you know, most of my friends, if they need something, they'll just buy it for themselves. So I don't really know what to give my friends as gifts. But, you know, my friends that I know put up Christmas trees, um, I like to give them Christmas tree ornaments. Stephanie says, yeah, farm is a lot of work. I think you'd have to have help with it if you have the same schedule. Yeah, for sure. Hey, Sassy Cat. Says, hey, Vaughn, how's it going? It's going really well. Yeah, and it's, you know, and the thing is we've got some buffering. There we go. I'm getting the desk raised up. I just wanted to give it my my absolute all this year, and I think I did. I certainly enjoyed it. So, thank you, Patty. It is a good feeling. Oh, Andrea says the glowing blue cabs are amazing. Did you make them? I did not. These are labradorite. They're just catching the light like cray cray. And these are two pendants that we had just added to the website today, up for sale, as well as these two here. Because I love the little star pattern and just, I love making them. So we can kind of press and smush. And it's not the most perfect star there's ever been, but it didn't need to be. I just wanted to make something fun. You can always take some of your wire and like kind of squish it up and over. Oh, the crimp pliers. I'm not certain what brand they are, but let me see if I can't find them on Amazon and send you a link. Oh, what does it mean to tip, Lydia? Like, I think we've still got, like, the super chats and different things, right? Like, does that still working? YouTube's always coming out with these new things. I never know. I'm just here to try to help y'all. Does anybody have any questions or anything? All right. So these are, they are not just traditional crimp wires. Like, they're not the fold-over crimp wires. Crimp pliers. These are magical crimping pliers. Yes. They're by Beadsmith. They are called magical crimping pliers. They transform 2mm tubes into round beads. Hey, Mama Kay, how's it going? Okay. Yes. But then they do work well on the 2mm tube beads, but I just keep them right over here, and I honestly I really love them for just smashing. Smashing. Um Beads, glass beads when they're away. Oh, hey, Courtney, what's your question? Sassy Cat says, have you ever thought of doing Celtic designs for jewelry? Oh, I love doing Celtic inspired stuff. Like, do you mean specifically like triquetras or any like specific knots or anything like that? Or like just the kind of Celtic knot work? It's also beautiful. It's hard to pick one. Have you ever done a wrap on a rabbit foot? Oh, I haven't. Is it a rabbit foot, I wonder, with the fur still on? Because that would probably look pretty cool. Von Smash stuff. Yep. Aw, Mama K says today is a pretty good day. Seeing you helps make it even better. Well, shit, Mama K, you're so sweet. And that's how we make the little starflower pendants. Normally it goes by a whole lot faster, but I'm not trying to show story time and stuff. So, oh, like a lucky rabbit foot. Does it already have the cap with the, like that kind of ball chain threaded through it? Because that makes it a whole lot easier. if it's already got kind of something on it. Okay. Let me do something real quick. I'm going to flip this around so that we can hang out. I'm going to send an email real quick because I want to make sure that Barbie has the information that she needs for the camp along. I will be sending another newsletter on Monday for certain, like to everybody. So if anybody wants to make sure that they are getting our newsletter, you can sign up for it at backtoearthcreations.com. But be sure to check your, is there a way to be able to send just one? I can click that, and then maybe I can go here. And then can I send it to just one person? Okay. I don't know how to send it to just one person. I'm not going to do this right this second. Well, that's nice. Nobody complained that this one was spam this time. That always makes me happy. Okay, screen. Oh, well, shoot. Thank you so much, Lydia. She says, stick with your dreams. How Back to Earth came about. Brightest blessings to you and Randy. Fur babies. May I choose the wrong one? Been a while. Oh, Lydia, you're fantastic. Thank you so much. Hey, Brooke, how's it going? We're going to screen capture some more. Okay, so here we are. This was today's email. This is the event right here. That's the moth market that we're vending at. If you guys are interested in that, this is where the camp along info is. So if you're interested in joining us for the camp along, this is that's the website. It's Sequoia State Park. And then this is just the little video of, like, this is the whole state park. And I didn't know how to do a better job on this, so I apologize, you guys. Ooh, Andrea says, can the star wrap you just finished also be used to become a fractal wrap? Yes. And we will maybe make one of those next. I like to use larger beads for a fractal wrap, though, if I'm putting a bunch in between. And so, yeah, this is showing where our campsite is that we're going to be hosting the potluck at. We are at CW 019 and CW 020 in the Choctaw Loop, in the RV Premium site. Stephanie says, so we're not making spiders today? We might be. I don't know. Like, did I say I was gonna? Because I thought, I don't know. I hate to lie, but I don't remember saying we were gonna make spiders, but I do need to make more spiders. So Barbie, we'll make sure that we have you in there, and you'll certainly have gotten an email, another newsletter from us by Monday. So I wish I were a little better with tech, to be honest. Oh, I thought I saw that in a YouTube short. It might have been one from a different YouTube short from a different Friday live stream. Brooke says it's going. Hope you're all doing well. I'm doing pretty good. I'm a little, like, just my brain is soup, but that's okay. I'm more or less completely recovered from vending at DragonCon. If you have the newsletter in your email, you can forward it to Barbie. I think I'll do that. Hey, Randy, do you have the newsletter in your email? Could you forward it to me so I can forward it to Barbie, please? That's such a good idea. Thank you. I wouldn't have even thought of that. Yeah, my brain is soup too. Too much stress lately. Yeah. Yeah, but I love scrolling through Instagram, and it just fills my brain with dumbness. And then maybe Celtic. Oh no, C12. Oh, Stephanie. Super duper. This is Andrea. Yeah. Okay. Usually, I'm not gonna lie, whenever I do Celtic knot jewelry, I just buy Celtic stuff and then put beads on it. So, like, one of my favorites. Let me check. It might take it a minute. get like 40. We get at least anywhere from 40 to like 200 spam emails a day. And it makes me a little insane. But that's okay. Ha! Thank you, Randy. It went through. Okay. So then I take this. How do I forward an email? Yes. Well, that makes it seem very simple. I think, oh, I gotta click send still. Yep. 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 All right, I clicked send. Barbie, you should have our newsletter now. It's a team effort, but we got it done. Buy your own super chat. Since it's mine, I clicked it screenshot, so keep in my records. I'm new to wrapping, but I was just going to use the heel for support to wrap the foot in a 3 or 4 strand braid. Well, that sounds like a pretty good plan, Courtney. If you have any questions or anything, do feel free to send me an email. Yeah, no, I got you, Brooke. Ooh, a bracelet, like a Celtic bracelet. I kind of like that. But yeah, this is one of the Celtic knot necklaces that I like to buy. Now it comes flat when I get it, so I'll shape it with my bracelet pliers, and then I'll typically just do like a little wire wrapped like bead or something to have just bloop, hanging down in the middle. Okay, now I'd have to get my Stanley clamp. How do you think bat pendants would be to figure out? I love the spider one you did and made a few. Ooh, now I think there's some, was it Abbey Road collection, or I can't remember the names, but there's some really well done bat pendants out there, like bat jewelry made out of wire. And oh, Lydia, I have no idea. I don't know what to tell you. YouTube's always changing stuff on us, so I have literally no clue what you're talking about. So I'm not gonna ignore you, but I'm also kind of, I don't know how to engage with that. Yes, go have a look. It'll be awesome. All right, we're flipping the camera back around again. Do 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 do. Oh, I forgot to press the button. Do 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 do. Ba da 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 da. Bum 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 ba dum bum. Okay, so there's that, and now we're gonna let's find a cute little dangly thing to dangle from it. I've grabbed the first tray that my hand found, and let's see. Oh, tripod's in the way. Let's get this lid open. Oh, those are pretty, but not quite as tapered as I want them to be. Ah, look at that. Now I'm gonna go with, it can really change the look of a piece to use a teardrop that is like 3D versus a teardrop that's like a little bit of like a squished pillow, like briolette. Oh, but then these little dagger beads, I love those. Harumph and grumble. And then if you don't have any teardrops, you could also use just little oval beads, can be really nice and fun. So I think I'm going to take one of these that are a little flatter, and then I'm going to take 2 of these, because this is one of my favorite ways of hand making. Ah, Brenda! Oh my God! Brenda just gifted 5 Back to Earth Creations memberships here on YouTube. So one went to Lydia, one went to Mama Kay, went to Natasha. Art by Buddy Measles. Hey, Buddy Measles. And Saki Girl. Holy smokes. Well, thank you so much, Brenda. I read the email response to Rory about her Mrs. Levitt doll head sculpture. She was very glad of your feedback. What? Oh yeah? Oh, well, that was a really good sculpture. Like, her style and everything. That's phenomenal. Why don't you tilt the camera so we can see better? Let's see. What are we looking at? That's a good question. Thank you, Benjamin. How are you doing? But, so then to hand make some jewelry, I'm just going to take these pieces. We're going to close that. Put that back over here. And so this is, it came on a stainless steel chain, which I think is very nice. I love it when the chain and clasp are already included, because sometimes I just need something to be easy. Hey, Dee. Ah, yeah, you caught us live. How have you been today? Was just trying. How are you doing to join jewelry? Oh, I don't know what you mean by that. Oh, we're doing really well, Benjamin. Like, really well. I feel very lucky just to be upright and kicking, quite frankly. I'm rummaging trying to find... Because I don't want to just use head pins. Ah, here they are. These are my favorite. They're called ball pins, and these are stainless steel ball pins, and they look so pretty. Hey, Saki girl. Oh, heck. Well, if all I had were these oval ones, I would use a ball pin and just thread it on there. But I'm noticing now that this is like it's top drilled through the side here. The black beads are sardonyx, and I'm pretty sure that this one is just glass. Hey, Patty. All right, let me put that back away. And so in which case, I'm going to use I want to use the thickest wire that I can. And I think I'll be able to get away with a 22 gauge in titanium tone. Aw, your dog is taking a service dog test? Oh my gosh. That's so cool. Brenda says you're very welcome. This is such a nice group. Well, I'm going to be honest with you, Brenda. Y'all being here is what makes it such a nice group. So otherwise, it's just me grumping around in my craft room. So thank all of y'all for being so awesome. You are our community here. So thank you guys. Best group on the internet. It's not to be biased, but I do have the best fans on all of YouTube. The best fans who have become my best friends, and I can't wait to get to go camping with y'all. So, like, oh my gosh, we're gonna have the funky flame off, which is gonna be awesome. It's where you put like funky flames in the fire, and whoever brought the best ones wins. Like, you're King of England until next year. Should we do this super twisty with a lot of like texture and detail? Yes. Oh, well, we appreciate you guys. So I'm just doing a little bit of a wrapped loop. Hey, Soul, how's it going? Okay. Shaping around. Great here. How are you? I'm doing really well today. I'm having a very good time hanging out. Getting a little bit of jewelry made. These live streams, I'm gonna be honest, I don't do maximum production during a live stream, but I do have maximum fun. So I'm just tucking this little bit of wire, or trying to. Getting it tucked through the side. But yeah, if you were asking about the vertical camera angle, Benjamin, YouTube doesn't shadow ban us, but it doesn't show our videos, our live streams to folks, is the feedback that we've been getting if we live stream horizontally. And so I'm trying to balance between, doing good videos and stuff for y'all and actually getting shown, to our subscription feed. So we're just struggle bussing our way through. It's all right though. Okay, so we've got a lot of that wrapping there. I'm actually going to just wrap. I'm going to let it be messy, you guys. Because sometimes I'll get so much into my own head about trying to make things look perfect that I'm just getting in my own way. And so let's just make it messy. Ah, even messier. Oh, Stephanie says, did you decide not to go live on the new channel? We are still doing live streams on the new channel, but we're going to be keeping this Friday live stream here on this channel, in the vertical on Fridays. Nice and messy, lots of texture. We could probably go even messier, but this feels good to me. Hey, Melisandre, how are you doing? Kick dual streams, that'll be on the Craft Along with Vaughn YouTube channel. Ooh, I'm going to do a spiral. I love doing spirals. And it feels like a whole lot to be juggling. But Randy and I talked about it and we're like, let's give it a solid 6 months of true and genuine, consistent effort. So whenever we're back from the camp along, I'll be starting up live streaming on the Craft Along with Vaughn channel much more regularly and dual streaming that to Kick. Nice and messy, lots of texture. Oh, I didn't make this one. I bought this on AliExpress, and it's stainless steel chain. This is a plated alloy, so it's very, I've not had any issues with it turning my skin or any of our clients' skin green. But there's a big difference between some of the listings don't have this kind of detail and stuff. But I got this one, I bought like 10 of them, I think, back in 2021. So I don't even know if this one's still available. And then I'm running into, I don't know if I'm going to have a jump ring that's large enough to go through that loop. So I want to make my own jump ring. And I want to use some square wire, I think. Let me see if I have that. I don't have that. Crap. All right, then I'll just use some 18 gauge round. Now we'll want to check first and make sure it does fit through our hole. That's nice. Gandalf, no. Stephanie says, awesome, that's a great plan. I do hope so. It's just because, again, it feels like sometimes it feels like if I were just juggling 3 balls, I'd be fine, but I'm juggling like 9 balls, and I don't feel fine. And so, I mean, I do feel okay, but I just worry that maybe if I just sat some things down, what I'm trying to juggle would work better, if that makes sense. That was terrible. I don't know what I'm doing here. Okay. So I'm going to use, I think, this size for our jump ring. Stephanie says, yeah, I don't know how you keep up with everything. Poorly is how I keep up with everything. But I'm very lucky that our customers and clients and friends are very, very patient and understanding. But I do not feel like I'm doing my best. Like, I feel like I'm doing my best. I don't feel like I'm getting my best results. But sometimes that's part of it. Sometimes creativity is a genuine mess. Ooh. Well, that didn't work either. How do we do this? Ah. I'm doing the best I can, honey. It's Randy from the other room. But you get a chance to update your schedule posted on your website. I try to put the upcoming dates/times for your live streams into my iCalendar so I can schedule around your streaming times. Right on. Well, I will try my best to do that, Andrea, because like today I was like, man, I really want to stream earlier in the day because I was sitting around kind of just killing time from like 1:30 until 4. Now I found things to do, but I was like, I could be streaming this. Like, and so I don't know. And there's just, I feel like I never know how I'm going to feel next week. But, I don't know. We'll figure it out as we go. I'm going to try just using a pre-made jump ring and seeing if that works. Because see how it doesn't clear the tip? That bugs me. So let's see, can I find a different sized jump ring? Oh, here's one, and it's made out of steel too. That'll be perfect. There we go. So this is an 18 gauge 1/4 inch jump ring, and it does clear the tip. And this one isn't made out of bright aluminum, it is made out of stainless steel, so it matches really well with the titanium toned wire, as well as this plated alloy tone of the necklace. Andrea says, if you streamed earlier than normal, would you still keep to the regularly scheduled time too? Ideally, but future Vaughn is horribly unreliable. I have no idea what she's going to do or be up to. But I will certainly do my best. Oh. Just asking. I know it takes a toll on energy and creativity. Well, and that's kind of everything does nowadays, you know? Like, and I think a lot of it's been, you know, functioning on chronic burnout for a while. And then this past year, I feel like I've made leaps and bounds of progress. But then that 2 weeks leading up to DragonCon just about broke me, you guys. I didn't know if I had it in me to get those 17 dragon heads done in basically 2 weeks. Yeah, we got 12 of them got finished in that last 2 weeks. And I don't want to do that to myself again, because that was genuinely like hard. It's hard on me, it was hard on Randy. None of us were happy. The dog wasn't happy, the cat wasn't happy. Like, it was just grueling. But my God, it is invigorating to push myself through that kind of just burn you out from the core stress, and then to just come out almost clean on the other side of, you know, things that I'd been holding on to for years and years. It's like I couldn't put them down logically. Like, I kept trying to logic and, you know, gratitude journal my way out of being depressed, sort of thing. And that level of stress was almost cleansing, because it's like the wires got fried, if that makes sense. So it was 14 to 16 hour days every day for 2 weeks. And it got to the point that, like, once we did get to Dragon, I think these wires are too short. I shouldn't have cut it. Oh, goober. It's okay. I don't need to be hard on myself. It's just wire. I can use it for something else. I wanted to do a nice, like, matching wrap on these ones anyhow, so I'm just using the wrong wire is all. But, you know, things like, because I'd be preoccupied about conversations that, like, you know, I'd had with somebody, you know, like a bad breakup with a friend, and, like, you know, kind of just the discussions and stuff. Like, I didn't need to still be holding on to those things. So I'm doing 2 wraps with the 22 gauge wire, and then coming through here. Yeah, now that we have the molds, we should be able to, like, space it out a little bit more, but I'm trying to let go of everything that was most important to make room for what will be. And I'm trying to just be here instead of trying to plan the next, you know, 6 months or 2 years, or, like, all we get is today, truly. And so I really want to just be here as best I can. We're still providing elder care to our 2 pets, Ember and Z, who are doing great. But Ember is 19, and I know that I don't get to keep her forever. You know, I'm going to have to see her on her way one day. And that's really difficult to keep just in my heart and mind. Like, I don't want to just ignore it, but also I don't want to live in this like dark, morbid, all of my friends are dying kind of, you know, despair that I keep finding myself in. And so I'm having to just be right here. And so I'm really sorry that I don't have a clearer schedule for next week or a month from now or anything really. I'm doing all I can, I think, just to be here like this, as much of a shit show as it might be. Uh, but hey, if there's a crafter, there's a way. Brooke says, that's something I'm struggling with right now, letting go of people who I care a lot for and don't want to go of, but need to for reasons. It's hard, man. It's hard. But anything worth doing is difficult, I think. Yeah, Mama K says you can make plans for tomorrow, but have to live in today. Yep. And I'm a bit sore at YouTube, just feeling jerked around and, like, I like when our hard work pays off in kind. I know it doesn't always, if you put 5 pounds of effort in, you don't always get 5 pounds of reward back. But yeah, oh my gosh, right? Brooke says very true. It just is happening in a time where I'm already stressed as it is, so that's not helping. Man, can I tell you my strategy? Uh, okay. So I pretend like I am my own pet hamster, or like a Sim in The Sims 2 specifically, because that one's the best. And I'll check in with myself. Like, I'll go into parent mode. Like, I call myself Mommy Vaughn, and I'm like, okay, is the hamster fed? Is the hamster watered? Is the hamster fed something other than just sugar carbs? Because those are my favorite, but they wreck me. And then I'll be like, has the hamster run on her hamster wheel today? Does the hamster need cuddles? And I'll go almost in this observer state. That way I can be having my full-on meltdown, but also Mama Hamster Vaughn's like, eat your vegetables, go outside into the sunlight. And I like make myself do the things that I know that I need to do, and it's really pissy and I hate it for like the first 15 seconds to 5 minutes. And then I'm like, oh my god, this is exactly what I needed. So like I don't know, but that's been my strategy, to just give myself some space, instead of, because I'll catch myself like really trying to pull on that push door. And I'm not getting anywhere, and it feels like if I just keep the RPMs up, then maybe I'll make some progress. And really all I need to do is just step back, feed and water the hamster, and then just slow down, and I'll get there. But it's easier said than done. But yep, sounds helpful to me. But just so many of my problems stem from being too tired, too hungry, too dehydrated. So, does the titanium metal look like a dull silver color? It is certainly shiny, but it does look like an antiqued silver color. I can show it next to, this is Parawire's silver plated silver in that tone. Oh, my thing just crashed. Let's see how that goes. There we go. Getting it back up. Hamster Vaughn. Yep. But Hamster Vaughn. Your coping ways, exactly what keeps one balanced. It's exhausting though. I'm a freaking handful. So let's see. Hey Daniel, how's it going? But yeah, let me show you these next to some aluminum rings. This is another kind of very cold silver tone. So this is aluminum and this is the titanium tone, if that's helpful to you. Here's a binder clip. You can kind of compare the metal on the binder clip. But it is very shiny though. Sometimes the reward is the joy you give others. And dude, I can't tell y'all how much I enjoy hopefully getting to be able to be helpful to you guys in our videos and in our live streams. And I think that's why I get so frustrated with YouTube, because, and I've said this before and I'm not bragging, I wish I were, but we have almost a quarter of a million subscribers here on this YouTube channel. And well, I feel real lucky, honestly, if we get maybe 500 views on a video. And I'm like, I want to be able to help people, because it was in 2008 when Randy and I were starting our business. Um, the store I was working at, which we were too young and dumb. I didn't even know what a recession was. So I didn't know that it was a bad time to be starting a business, apparently. Um, all I knew is that it's like we needed to do something, because the store that I had worked at, my beans. I'm okay. It's just, it landed on my toes and I didn't have my shoes on. It's fine. I'm fine. The store that I worked, my foot hurts. The store that I worked at closed down. Like, they had to close up shop. So I was out of a job, and we had just moved deeper into town from living out in the woods. Um, so now we had an apartment that we're having to pay rent on, and we were both going to college. Where I worked at had closed down. Randy dropped out of college so that he could go back to work, and the factory did seasonal layoffs. So he was either making 5 something an hour working at a grocery store, or making 12 something an hour at the factory, which was really good money at the time, especially. But they did seasonal layoffs, and we were like, our vehicle can't even get us out of this town to the nearest city where we could have better job prospects. All we had was what we could carve out with our hands, and that's for the first year. um all of the craft shows that we did were within like a 20-minute drive, and they were all in the small towns, like just right there around us. But I didn't have any marketable skills. I mean, I was like 20. I think I was 20 at the time whenever we went full time doing our business. um it's like I didn't know anything. Are you kidding me? And so we had to take the kind of long and expensive route of, I screwed up a lot of wire trying to learn how to wire wrap. And so if I can be helpful to you, for you to learn how to make some wire wrapped pendants or some earrings, even if you're just giving them as gifts for Christmas, if that can save you a little bit of money or give you a little peace of mind or a little bit of peace from a hectic day, that's the power of crafting right there, I think. Just getting to play a little, getting to be creative and feel like you made something that you have value in, you know? That gives you pride in your own work, that gives you pride in the things that you make in your hands. Not in, necessarily a prideful sense, but just in a sense of being able to contribute and having accomplishment. I don't think that's a bad thing. Is it? I don't know. I don't know anything really, but and I want to be able to help people, because otherwise I don't know what my point is. Um, and so when YouTube's over here blocking my ass, not showing our stuff to the people who are subscribed to us, I get a little sour, because quite frankly, I need my fix of helping people so I can sleep at night. So not to be this way, I'm not helping you for your sake, I'm helping you for my sake, so I can go to bed and feel like I did something with my life today. So it's, yeah. You bring Gracie and I a lot of joy. Oh, Mama Kay, that makes me so happy to hear. Gracie just got home from school. Oh, well, just in time for me to start cussing. Hey, Gracie. I hope you had a good day at school. Ooh, Melisandre says, yep, Vaughn, your bangle bracelet got me the idea to make a bracelet with that design with the hematite beads for my broken rubber bracelet. Oh, heck yeah. What size were the beads from your broken bracelet? Says, I love your videos and consider you a good friend. Ooh, even with smushed toes. I'll be fine. I'll get over it. I'm just a big baby. Your video streams are my happy place. Wholeheartedly grateful for you, Randy. Well, we're grateful for you too, girl. I understand the hamster thing. I lost my best friend to cancer this week. Oh, Amy. And grief takes a lot out of you. I had someone remind me that I need time to myself to breathe so I won't be consumed by it. Yeah, and that's okay. And you can't, like I was saying, you can't gratitude journal your way out of being depression. Grief is not something that can be rushed or scheduled. You just got to kind of ride that storm out, but you can do it. You've got this. And Grief is the price we pay for loving somebody. How lucky are we to have these scars on our heart and miss the people that we love and miss so much? So, BooTube, yes. Yeah. Yes, YouTube is shooting itself in the foot. I'm hoping they get a clue soon, stop censoring and AI stuff. Oh my god, the AI stuff. I accidentally clicked on one of those videos that I thought it was showing off different swimsuits. I think it was just for boobies. But I had clicked on it and I was like, what's going on here? Because all of the women were AI generated. And Randy was like, what are you watching? And I was like, I don't know. But it was not good. Like at all. And they didn't even have creative costumes. Like their swimsuits were boring. So, Brooke, well, I'm glad you find it funny. But I was like, that's in my search history now. That's great. So, all right. So we got our little dangly drop. And there are people who will come out of the woodworks in the comment section on the internet and be like, you didn't hand make that. And it's like, is what I have to say to that. But just because I didn't make the focal point in the center, I still think it's super freaking cute. Oh, I love it. And now I'm gonna open up the jump rings on the sides. And also, I think blowing raspberries is a perfectly acceptable adult form of debating with people on the internet. So I've just been watching candy making. It's fun and relaxing, but it's making me want to make candy. Like melted sugar candy, or like... Thank you so much. I never heard that before. I will carry that with me. Oh, Amy, it's hard. Like, we lost Randy's mama earlier in the year, and it's just hard. We've got, oops. I'm going to flip the camera around because I want to show you guys. This is why I go through and always change out the jump rings. All right, hopefully that'll be a good angle for you guys. That's way too close. I'm not going to be able to work without hitting the tripod. Look at their... I mean, maybe it's like a half split ring, but that is not a good jump ring closure. It's weak sauce on the jump rings there. There we go. Ooh, hey, Chris. No, we don't have the Luna Both boxes. Our laser caught on fire. And so we don't make laser cut stuff anymore. Sorry, Chris. That's the only one that there'll be for a while, and I'm keeping that one. But I'd love to be able to get back into that, but we just don't have the money or room for a laser anymore nowadays. But I wonder though, I've got a buddy who makes laser cut stuff. I wonder if we took like orders or something, if I'd be able to commission from him. But I don't know. We'll have to talk to him at Anime St. Louis, I think. Hey Cav, how's it going? I've been making honey lollipops. Ooh, trying to perfect the recipe so they aren't sticky. Almost there. Using honey from my husband's beehives, pollen, and pink salt. Oh, that's amazing. But yeah, but the chain's perfectly fine, I do believe. Have you tried pyrography? I have, and I love it. Oh, I made this gourd. Oh my gosh, the rainbows, you guys. It's getting to be that time of year again. The rainbows that come out of that window are just all across the floor here. I know I'm probably just a hippie, but right on, Chris. Yeah, if the opportunity for that comes up, I will certainly let y'all know. I stained my gourd with henna, and then I also did some wood burning on it. And I haven't done much since this, but I loved it. It was very relaxing and a lot of fun. Okay, there we go. And so now I'm going to add one of these little wrapped links to each end. Let's see if we can find, we got some little stainless steel rings here. Hey, Christina, how's it going? That would be really cool. Now, I don't know what his workload's like and how much he'd charge or anything like that, So lucky. I would lay down in that rainbow. It's, I don't know if you saw, but my yoga mat's right off to the side. I like to lay down in the rainbow because it's like, I don't know. I'm really weird. Like I like to, like I'll sit in places in the garden and I'll snuggle with Z because I know he's not. I'm not gonna. This might be our last fall with him. You know, I don't know. I've thought that the past 2 or 3 falls since we lost Sam. But and I'll just close my eyes and have him right there next to me, and I'll pet him and I'll be like, I'll be able to, when I miss him, I'll be able to come here and remember this memory. And so anytime that there's a rainbow, like I'll go and I'll sit in it, and I like sitting in the rainbows with Ember. And it's like, in that way, when I miss her, I can come back here and remember her. Oh, Brooke, I love that. She says we have a rainbow that casts into the kitchen later in the afternoon. It's so pretty. Oh. Ah, hey, Khalidi. It is. This is one from, I guess it was 2 years ago. I had grown gourds and saved them. I've got all sorts of gourds just hidden all over the house. And then we grew some more this year, but they haven't started drying yet. So I've learned to not count my gourds until they're cured. Me too, Brooke, from crystal hanging in window. Nice. Oh, me too, Brooke. Gotcha. I have very fond memories of when I was a kid. We had a fish tank that the sun would cut through just a particular time of year, and it would cast like a rainbow, like a prism, on a part in the living room. And I just thought that was the coolest thing. So whenever I saw that they had the rainbow film that you can put on a window, I was like, oh yeah, this is happening. It's rainbow time. And it's super easy to visualize, like when I'm like meditating and stuff, and I'll be sitting there and I'll just like visualize good vibes emanating. And when there's literally a rainbow, like it's shining out my ass, like just woo across the house, it's a good visualization aid, y'all. All right. Ooh, oh, well, hey, Carla. Carla says, hi there. First time watching your live, and I love it. Oh, Carla, I'm glad to hear that. The cab that you have laying on your table with the scalloped wire wrapping around it, could you possibly show how you encased it? It's the blue one. Oh, this one here? Well, Carla, this is one of our half Persian 3-in-1 chainmail bezels. So this part here is woven from individual rings that look like this. I'll actually make one of these next just because I wanted to get some prepped, because I was going to do a whole bunch of like fractal wraps. Because you can see you can do different sizes of rings and get different effects. But I love it for sometimes I send all the good fused glass cabochons that I make out to our craft along kits, and I keep all the goobery ones for myself. So this one has like a little pokey tip and a little scuff mark, and I love these. Oh, hey Dawn, how's it going? Sassy says, Vaughn, you are a child of the earth. Oh, well, aren't we all though? Hello, fellow humans. And it hides all those flaws. It just holds in real well. And you can use UV resin to fill in the back, or we can just fractal wrap it. But I gotta get this attached before I get distracted again. Weather should be dry and in the high 70s. Ooh, what? Where is your show? Oh, okay, for Sarah. Well, hey, Sarah, I didn't see you come in. How are you doing? Oh, and these crystal light containers, y'all. It's been a while since we bought them, so I don't know if they use the same ones, but they are my absolute favorite for storing chainmail rings. Oh, look, I'm getting a rash. That's awesome. Squirrel. Where? I've been bringing Make It to Market on BritBox lately, and I've been soaking up business inspiration. They have featured several pyrographers. Ooh. Well, but many are. Not everyone gets excited over rainbows. Gotcha. Maybe from Earth. I am from outer space. I just keep waiting for my real family to come get me. Well, if I say so myself, Earth is a fine place to visit. It's beautiful. It's beautiful out there. Yeah, I went and, oh, how long did Randy and I think I only spent 2 hours in the garden this morning, but just getting a bed weeded, which for anybody interested, we do have our homesteading channel, making it on a quarter. We've posted a video about, I tried making tallow for the first time, like beef tallow, because man, at the King Cash Saver, they had ribeye, like an absolute hunk of ribeye, for like $7 a pound. But you had to get the entire thing of it. So it was like $135. But we had just done dragon. And that's what we do is we stock up our deep freeze, you know, with meat and cheese basically, so that we can get by until, you know, just in case things get tight. I'd rather have food in the freezer than money in the bank. And well, the butcher there at King Cash Saver was able to, like, he cut it up and trimmed it for us, and he let me keep the trimmings. So I was like, I'm gonna make some beef tallow, and we vlogged the whole thing and everything. It wasn't completely disastrous. Like, it worked out all right, I think. So there we are. Oh, I don't like that this one's going down and that one's going up. But you know, the magic happens in the details, so I'm not going to sweat it. But yeah, there's our little Celtic knot necklace. And so not every single thing has to be completely 100% hand fabricated. Sometimes you can just find some really cool beads that you like and put them together that way. Aww. My kitty, Star, says, hi, Vaughn. Mom's back on little blue box phone thingy. I'm still at work but not working, waiting for game night at the senior center to start. Ooh, right on. What game are y'all playing at game night tonight? Hey, Misty. Okay, so let me see. Carla, I'm going to show you, if you're still here, I'm going to show you how we set. Let me put this gourd back. Oh, excuse me. I'm going to bring my seat back down. My old creaky chair. Oh my gourd. How are you doing today, Misty? Aw, thank you, Christina. Sorry, I'm trying to find any joy and funny stuff to make me laugh, but some of it's going to be silly. You're good. I love silly. Sometimes we have to make our own fun. And that's all right. I think it's a good skill to have. One worth practicing for certain. Okay, so I'm using 18 gauge 3/16 inch rings from the Ring Lord. These are bright aluminum, so I don't have to worry about them tarnishing or turning my skin green. Sometimes aluminum, even whenever it's made from like a welding aluminum, which is like super duper clean, like as far as it's not just fencing wire, you know, it still may leave a little bit of gray residue on your skin that just comes off with dish soap and a scrub brush in the sink. Ooh, Misty says, just finished work, been a long week, and have to log in some tomorrow for work, but it's going good. I finally got my Jeep tag sorted with the new official Kentucky plate. Oh! Yeah, anytime we're done dealing with the DMV is a good time. So, let's see, let's pick out what project should we work on next. Yeah, these are some that I was going to fractal wrap, which that one's fractal wrapped but needs a bail put on it. These are some necklaces that Randy had made that they haven't been selling. He had made some with a silver axe, and those sold really well, but folks don't seem to like the golden axe, so I was going to make a different thing to hang off of there. Let me dig these out. Ooh, and then our little tentacle, we could wire wrap that. Oh, I'm going to set this one. That'll be pretty. I love those boxes. I don't know what touched me, but I'm getting a rash. Just, oh, and it itches. I need to not itch it. Do you do that pendant with a star earlier in the stream? Yes, but actually, Sarah, there's going to be a much better tutorial coming out showing how to do this star wrap on Tuesday. You could paint the axes. Maybe. I don't have a lot of faith in, I don't, like, if I painted it with like an acrylic paint, I don't have faith that the paint wouldn't just rub off over time. I don't know. The nanobots have activated. I probably just rubbed it on the table too hard or something. But like, what should I paint it with if I were to repaint it? Well, Hazy dog, what you doing, big boy? He says, "Oh, I'm doing." I had a real good snuggle with him and Ember on the couch earlier today. It's a new, like, I'll make up these arbitrary rules that last for like 3 or 4 days for myself, but I really love them at the time. But my newest rule is if I'm scrolling on my phone, I'm sitting on the couch. That way I can be snuggling the pets. Like, there's no sitting at my workstation scrolling. That's not allowed. Sarah says, I'm not a fan of gold color, so I have very little of it for sale. Same, especially that like very brassy gold. Like this color does very well for us. But unless something's like genuine gold colored, it just doesn't seem to be received well. But the trends change over time. Christina says, wearing my polymer clay pendant with macrame. Oh, you finished it, Christina. Oh, I loved that one. I'm going to be honest, I had forgotten that I had made that, but as soon as I saw it, I remembered making the cabochon and the bezel and everything. It was such a fun cab to make because I used polymer clay to make the whole thing, but I did like a mica shift to get that little checkerboard pattern. It was good fun. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Uh-oh, the ups, man. I think that's our tent pole, actually. Andrea says, Vonda, that is the best rule I've heard in a long time. You know, I hope it sticks because it's a lot of fun. And I had Z and Ember both with their heads in my lap earlier today. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Well, hey, Wendy. Can I get a kiss? Oh, but I got so many kisses to give. Don't stare at the ups, man. I gotta bark at him. Don't bark at the. Weird. Don't bark. Okay, bark at him if he's doing something weird. What's he doing that's weird now? Opening the gate. He had a beard and a hat. A beard and a hat. Oh, baby. Randy likes barking at the mailman with the dogs. The arrow pendant on the top left. What arrow pendant? If I asked you to move the arrow pendant on the top left. Is it this one? Well, this isn't an arrowhead or any, like. It's a triangle. You can use metal paint and resin. Won't let me type correct name. Oh, okay. Smooch. Yeah, sometimes you just gotta get some kisses. Oh, I'm opening when I should be closing. I don't understand. Are you worried that it's going to fall off the desk, or? Like, I'll move it. I just don't understand what's going on. Is that our tent poles? We're going to have to set up the tent in the backyard and make sure it works. Oh, don't roll your eyes. It's going to be awesome. We'll feed the mosquitoes and everything. They haven't eaten since this morning. Maybe electroform. Oh, that'd be cool. Well, they wrote your name on it and everything. They did? Oh. Wavon Kennedy. These are the warmest tent poles, y'all. we got
a beard and a hat delivered.
Yes. Oh, that's awesome. I hope that this is perfect for what we need. There's a tent that we bought like ages ago.
Almost
Just about 20 years
20
ago.
years ago, yeah.
And it's still a good tent, but one of the poles broke. Can I hand this back to you, honey? I don't have anywhere for it over here. Thank you. Well, hey, Friggs. How's it going? Here we go. I'm going to put this back in here. There we go. Uh-oh, there's another sneeze coming. Do-do. Do-do-do. I love that idea for the electroforming, Misty. Like, I love electroforming in theory more than I do in practice because I don't have a set up spot for it right now. And so I'm very worried about like the chemicals and stuff, and the rectifier I have makes this noise. I need to just bite the bullet and get it set up. Huh. Do what, honey?
They did put an invoice in it.
Oh, cool. There we go. I missed what the issue was with the gold axes. They haven't sold, and they haven't sold for like 3 years now. So we went ahead and discontinued them. And for us, what that means is we pull them out of our booth stock, and we're gonna get it, like we're gonna remake them. I'm gonna remove the gold axes off of the necklaces that Randy had made and put something else on the tip of them. And because gold just doesn't sell out of our booth very well. It used to when steampunk was trendy. That really, like, it was hard to keep brass stuff like that, brassy toned things in stock. All right. Yeah, so what I'm thinking we'll do, honestly, this would probably look really cool. Because, like, this is I don't want to mess up the rings that we've just laid out. Like, Randy did such a good job with the gradient on that box chain and then the Byzantine, and I made the links for it. But I think if we put... Gold doesn't say handmade, in my opinion. I hadn't considered that. I wonder how it would look with just something like that coming down. Or even if we put... I don't know. We'll figure it out. But if it's in our inventory box, then I'll never give it any thought. Because it's, like, done. It's in there waiting to find a home. Okay. So, Carla, I'm still making... Are you here, Carla? I'm just going to get those 2 rings looped through this way. And then we're going to get them lined up. Now, we do have a tutorial. Oh, Christina says, weirdly, I'm returning to wearing gold again after years in copper and silver. Right on. A season for everything. Oh, well, you better pay attention to that kitty. Well, hey, Hawk, how's it going? Most people think gold is rare as expensive metal, and if your item with gold is inexpensive, then they assume it's poor quality, even if it isn't. Oh, well, I hadn't thought of that either. That's a good point. Perceived value is such a interesting tangled skein to try to sort through. Brooke says, I just worked with some gold-colored wire from Parawire for the first time, and it was a very different feel from the other wires I have used so far. Looked beautiful, but hurt my fingies. Dude, same. Like, their champagne gold, even, is very stiff in comparison to what I'm used to working with like, their titanium and antique copper. I have no idea why. Oh, Lydia says, I used to wear gold and diamonds. Now I can't imagine it now at all. Oh, goodness. I think in cases like that, signs come in handy. Not that people read those. Explaining that it's plated gold or just colored. Gotcha. Oh, Hawk says still resting after last week's show. Oh, well, I hope it was a good event for you, Hawk. Now, I understand. I'm just starting to feel like myself again after Dragon Con. I'm still a little congested, like, Ah, Brooke says, yeah, it was stiffer than what I was used to, for sure, but thankfully I was doing a design that wasn't too twisty. Well, that's good. Yeah, for every craft material, there's a purpose. Even for the stiffer stuff, which I love this stiff champagne wire for making these little star pendants. It was an experience, let's just say that. Oh, goodness, Hawk. Oh, goodness. I have a bunch of little items that I'm going to send out to get silver plated. It really isn't that expensive and can open up a whole bunch of new avenues to try to source charms. Okay. Or 14K plated all into chains lately. Christina with her gold chain. Y'all, I've got to mute this and blow my nose. I feel like I'm going to be sniffling in y'all's ears. I'll be right back. Alrighty, y'all. Hawk says, I sent you an email this week. I guess you didn't get it. Oh, I thought that I had replied to you, Hawk. Amanda. Oh, hey, Amanda says, thought I'd pop in to say hi, but off to bed now. Night all. Night, night, Amanda. All right. And so I do have a full tutorial on how to weave this half Persian 3-in-1, just in case you'd like a more in-depth video. Come on, camera. There we go. But yeah, like maybe 3 mornings ago was the first day I'd woken up that wasn't just snarling with stress still. Like I started feeling like I'd wake up relaxed. And oh my God, that's nice. Because it was like we got to Dragon Con, y'all. I remember it was pretty stressful. So like I've got like some splotchy spots. Like not bald spots, but like bare patches in my memory of like just the blur of the weekend, and I've been trying to write it all down as I remember it because it was good. Like everything went honestly as well as it could have, but just man, I need to not do that to myself again the 2 weeks prior. But we've got the molds made now. I'm hoping that next week, or at the very least after the camp along, I'll be able to get back to sculpting dragon heads, and just kind of, I don't know, I don't want to plan too far ahead because I don't want to get in my own way. I want to just follow my passion and my creativity for a little bit and heal where needs healed, because might be my only chance, you know? Can't rush myself through something that I don't understand. But I'm excited to be here. So, and winding down. Yeah, that's a good way to put it, Christina. But the first night that we got to Dragon, I closed my eyes like no, we weren't even at Dragon. We were laying over at a friend's house to break the 14-hour drive up into 2 days, instead of doing it all in one go. And I laid down and I closed my eyes, and when my eyes shut, like pretend with me that this is the eye shutting and then the eye opens back up. Like as soon as my eyes were shut, in my mind my eyes opened, and I had a paintbrush in my hand and I was working on dragon heads, and I had to rip myself out of that dream and be like, no, we are done. We did our work. That is like, I had to get a little firm with myself and be like, we are not gonna be stress crafting all night, Vaughn. We're gonna get some gosh darn sleep. Um, and so that was how that is. Randy and I have still been having stress vending dreams. Like I think, oh, Randy, were you vending in your dream last night?
Yep.
What happened? Do you want to talk about it?
No, I don't remember it.
He says he doesn't remember it, but it was something stressful. Like, you couldn't find me, right?
Yeah.
Like, because, like, he woke up and, we do our, like, good morning, laying in bed and stuff. And, I was like, are you okay? And he's like, I just had a really stressful dream, and it's like I couldn't find you. And I was like, well, it's probably because I was lost in the lake trying to find my booth. Because in my dream, we were at some freaking convention that for some reason was being held in a lake. In a lake. Can somebody Google this and tell me what that means? Like, I need someone with bangs to read my horoscope because this is ridiculous. Ah. Oh, hey, Kitty, how's it going? um, and it, ah, so yeah, we're still dealing with just the residual stress, but fortunately, it all seems to be stress that's just in our head right now, which is almost worse because whenever there's something to be stressed about that is actionable, it gives me something to focus on and I can apply myself and I can get through it. But whenever I'm sitting here trying to mind my own business and just have a nice, 15-minute just, stare at the wall and let my brain be soup, just I don't want to be steeping in stress. But we'll get there. We'll figure it out. Huck says, that's why this upcoming camp along is going to mean so much for all of us. Dude, I hope so. I hope nobody's letting themselves be stressed about the camping trip. Just buried under all that darn work and stuff. Yep, swimming in it. Dude, dreams making no sense like that. I always wake up and go, dude, brain, WTF. Well, I keep a dream journal. This is my regular journal, but I write my dreams in it too. Like, because I want to understand, everything is a sign, I think, for like, if I'm particularly clenching different muscle groups and things, I wonder, is that an indicator of stress, or maybe I'm dehydrated? Like, so if I'm getting certain headaches and stuff, like, I think everything is holistically implicating something else that might be going askew, that, it's all measure markers. And just collecting information about the Von hamster that we were talking about earlier, to be like, what might the hamster need? What does having a dream about vending in a lake, like the convention center was in the lake, bah, silliness. I'm like, what does it mean? Brooke says, oh, I write my dreams in a note on my phone when I wake up and remember them. It's funny, once I write them down, they're like firm in my memory. I can think back to years ago, a dream I had and remember. It's so weird but cool, but if I don't write it down, it's gone. Same. Like, you gotta write that stuff down. But I like taking notes on myself, like I'm some kind of David Attenborough nature show that I'm trying to understand. Okay, so now that's how we did the thing. Sorry, I was just talking through it. I just found a recipe for glow-in-the-dark Rice Krispie treats. Is that good? Is that edible? I mean, Rice Krispie, I'll eat it. I don't care if it's even edible or not. Oh, right on. Lydia says too much stress, high emotions. Water is a sign of being overwhelmed. Baseball, huh? No, that totally tracks. Like, yeah. But okay. So, should we fractal wrap these, or should we put resin on the backs? Let's fractal wrap them. Here we've got some 26 gauge wire. Gonna do a full arm span. I want glow in the dark Rice Krispies, right? Like, how do you do that? Is there edible glow in the dark stuff? Will my poop glow in the dark? Hawk. Hawk. Is it glow in the dark or fluorescent? I'll set these up there. So those are the ones that have already been added. Do what?
More questions than answers now.
Randy says he has more questions than answers now. The only thing I can think of that will glow under UV is tonic water. Ooh, tonic water. Yes, they're edible. They just literally look cool. And since you're going to have a black light, I think I'm going to give it a try. Oh, Hawk, that'll be awesome. So I've threaded just like almost 2 inches through to the back. And then I'm going to come through here. And I'm going to go like this. Gonna end up with superpowers eating that stuff. Hell yeah. I've been waiting on my Hogwarts letter. I would love some superpowers, please. I think there is food safe glow in the dark. Ah, that is so cool. I love stuff that glows, you guys. Okay, so I'm gonna flip this around because I'm not in frame anyways. And this moved up here. And do y'all have any questions or anything before we go? We have a tutorial on how to do the fractal wrap, but you can see there's like, you got to do the full arm span, and then I'm going to come through just the next one over, and then we got to pull it all through this way. So there's the second little line, and now we're going to come up and through, and we're going to go through this one here, like the next hole. I just looked it up. The recipe calls for tonic water, and that makes sense why they glow. Okay, it's the quinine in the tonic water that glows. Nice. Aw, is that gonna... It should help with our malaria. Though I think Mythbusters or somebody like debunked that, but still. Nothing like a stiff drink to help you get through malaria. It's settled. Gotta make some. Will be awesome for Halloween, right? I'm wondering if I should take down the blacklight rope to bring to the woods, or we'll just bring our regular blacklight. It'll be all right.
No.
What? Brooke says, I need to get me a blacklight now. We've got a blacklight rope light put up into the room. Like, I love, just being able to like flip it into glow mode and just have a little bit of a party just in the craft room. Oh, well, thank you, Christina. I was feeling myself today. I even put on that sandalwood perfume that you gave me. So, like, I put it in my armpits because I don't really know where else to put perfume. Like, I feel like you should put it where you need it, right? Like, so Barbie says if it glows going in, does it glow coming out? I don't know. But I'm going to be taking a black light into the bathroom and checking, and everybody at the campsite's going to find out. For science. Uh-oh, we got a kink in the wire. That's okay. That is okay. So yeah, you can see this is the back side, and that's the front side. Just those little wires just help hold everything in together. Hey, Cav, how's it going? TMI, Barbie. That's okay. It's good to be curious. Alrighty, y'all. Z-Dog is whining. It is that time. I don't know what time we're going to be streaming next week, but be sure to... The newsletter is going to be the way to go. Whenever I set it on Monday, whatever times we decide everything's going to be, that's going to be what I try real hard to stick to through the week. But next Friday will probably be our last live stream on this channel for September, because the weekend after that we're doing the camp along, which I'm very excited about. The quinine won't make you... Okay, that's good to know, Brooke. Thank you. But I'm very excited. Oh no! Ooh, the Demon Slayer movie. That's so cool, Michelle. Oh, my throat's hurting me. But hey, Charlene. But yeah, thank you guys so much for coming and hanging out with us in today's live stream. Do be sure to check out, if you want to see more of our live streams, our Craft Along with Vaughn channel is just live streaming. So if it's not 4 to 6 p.m. on Friday, we're live streaming over there, because otherwise I think we may still try to keep this same time slot. But I'm just going to see what works for future Vaughn, and we're going to be rolling with that, so please don't hold me to anything too strictly. We'll link for the other channel. Let me see it. Excuse me. Excuse me, goodness. I should be able to. Yeah, because if you search Craft Along with Vaughn, it's been, I've been calling some of our live streams Craft Along with Vaughn for a while now. Um, so there's that one, and that one. Okay, I'm about to put the links here in the video, you guys. This is our other live streaming channel. So if you really like these live streams and you want to keep hanging out with me, this is the place to do it. Oops. Oh no, I pasted it twice, I think. Oh. Where's the thing? Okay, live streaming. There we go. And then for our garden vlogs and homesteading, we have our making it on a quarter, because we're on a quarter of an acre. I felt very clever. And then if y'all want to learn how to belly dance with me, I'm going to begin posting our fall segment. If y'all recall, last year we did Fittober and Nom Nom November over on the Vonster vlog. Well, this year I'm just really going to be committing myself over the fall and winter to my belly dance practice, and I really, it's time. I'm tired of being scared of doing it, because that's all that's stopping me right now. Fear is a mile wide but just an inch deep, and it's time. And completed the beginner class with the studio that I've been studying at, and I got into their tribal lun course, so I'm really excited for that, and I just want to keep myself practicing through the week. And so I'm still very much just a student, but if y'all want to learn with me, then I'm gonna drag y'all along on the journey with me. But I am ready to fully throw myself into, because I wasn't born to just be a jeweler. I'm not just an artist. I'm not just a wire wrapper. And I'm ready for the era of my life where I'm a dancer and a musician as well. Like, I really want to feed those parts of myself, because I think if you've always wanted to do something for like your whole life, you should make time for it. You know, at least for 6 months. Give it a 6 month solid try, and that way you'll have tried, and you never lose that. You know, it doesn't have to be. It might not be something that I do for the rest of my life, but I want to. I want to give myself to this and see what happens. So I am ready. It's scary, but I'm ready. And mostly the hardest part about it, not gonna lie, is finding music that's not terrible, that doesn't get me demonetized on YouTube. But that's where all of that's gonna be. Did I post the, yes. Did I post the things? Yep. Okay, so all of the other channels have been posted to, but I didn't think people would like if I posted belly dance and gardening and live streaming and our tutorials all here to this one channel. I thought I wanted to kind of break it up between some different spots. And, hey Dan, how's it going? Still finding new channel keeps going to backwards. Uh-oh. I need to go frolic in the woods. My body needs it so bad right now. Dude. Yes. Yay. Up. Just do it. Yep. So, but yeah. Thank you guys for hanging out with me today. I really enjoyed your company. I didn't get nearly as much done as far as getting jewelry made goes, but my heart is happy, and I think that's the best way to end my work day. So I will see y'all in Monday's shop update and giveaway video, and then again in Tuesday's tutorial, and then again in Thursday's tutorial, and then again in next, for like a week from today, we'll be having a live stream here on YouTube. And Dan says, going great now. I feel so spoiled having power for more than 30 days. Dude, it's nice. Electricity's nice. I'm grateful every day when the lights turn on and the toilet flushes. So, kitty. Oh my gosh. Well, my birthday was like a month ago, but thank you. Oh, I gotta click the heart button and like it. Ooh, thank you so much. But yeah, I'm 38. Am I Randy? Am I 38 or 37?
37.
I'm 37. I'm sorry. I'm basically 82. No, it's in my heart I am. But yeah, I'll see y'all in our next video. So until then, thank you for being here, and happy crafting. Mwah. Bye, guys. I click the button and then I go like this.